Hello everybody, it's SuffolkBlue, all the way from merry old England. How the devil are you? I hope you're well. Welcome back to New Seattle, looking just spectacular at night with the high-rises and all the good stuff that's going on. I'm just going to see whether any of these are ready for upgrade yet, just because we have been doing a lot of work with... I still not get anything with you yet. Limit reached. Not approved. See, I'm making you people a fortune, but I don't feel like you're giving me enough back. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, here we are. Look, 8 million. We've been running this just making sure that our trade and everything was working well. It is. In fact, if we look here, we've got 2,000 crates of processors over here, and just tons of stuff ready to go out of the system. So that's fine. That's great. That's cool. That's exactly what we want. So I'm quite liking that. Getting to the stage now where I'm looking at, okay, what can we do now to increase either our population or how things are working. Let's have a look at our sewage. Is fine now. Seems to be okay. And what I've done is I've created another sewage works down here. So some of them are coming this way and some of them are coming away. This one is already pumping out or having so much sewage put into it that we're going to have to think potentially about expanding it. The problem I've got is that I only have 500 odd. How much control net do you need? Yeah, so we can't put another one down because we simply do not have the control net available to do it. So one of the things we're going to need to look at doing potentially is upping some of these. What do you want? I'm really enjoying life here. People we're looking for friends. We're like, no, we've got more than enough houses of worship in. I don't think I could take any more at this precise moment in time. But yeah, so what I'm looking at is how can we deal with this issue that we've got so much sewage being drawn this way and then sewage also being drawn this way. So I'm sort of splitting the sewage between both of these sites. What I don't have is enough control net to increase it. So what we really need to do really is think about trying to increase our population a bit. We've got 96,000 at the moment. The Great Arcology is an idea, but it's not one that I'm going to pursue at the very moment. And if we have a look, we've got to get to 292,000 before we can get the next one at last. So many people have got stuff to say. Hello, looking pretty futuristic. Can you make it though? Futurism, no. 1,000 is just not really worth my time. Processing chips, tech headquarters, into space. I quite like the idea of building a space centre in the middle, but we'll have a look at that as we get closer to it at the time. Power-wise, plenty of power, 162 in surplus. We've obviously replaced, we put all of these people in down here, remember. Let's have a look at our education levels. Education isn't bad. It ain't bad. Let's put it that way. I wouldn't say it's the best I've ever seen it. And I'm wondering what we can do to increase or play with that at some point. Let's look at the university. We haven't got a research project on at the moment because obviously we've just finished one. So let's have a look at starting a research project. That's already completed. The great farm work, vertical turbines, geothermals, neutron. What's that one? Fast neutron reactor. Oh, that goes with the nuclear power plant. Okay, clean coal, no. Clean oil, no. Surgical centre, School of Medicine, maybe. Detective wing, or space centre. Great work. A School of Engineering. I quite like that. Can I edit that in now? Am I able to bring in? Not approved. Not approved. We have to up the limit of students, I think, is the general gist here. There's 2,000 in class today, and we need more. Really is the key. We need more, and I don't quite know how we get more. We've got 4,495 enrolled, but according to this, we need 2,000 students, but I'm not sure where they're coming from. I wonder how many we'll get coming in today. We'll have a little look and see whether we get up. Students in class of 1,300. 1,300. We need 2,000 is what we're looking for. And what's interesting to me is that obviously there's 4,000, but why are all of these people not able to get to the university? And is there something that I'm doing wrong? Maybe, potentially. We'll need to have a look at that and see. 1,000 students in class. It can only take 1,300. Is that what it's saying to me? Why is that? And how can I improve that? 930. See? Well, it's certainly going up. I need the upgrade. I'm just seeing whether it's going to go up or do anything more. Classes are full. But how then do I increase the classes? I can't. Everything, a limit is reached. Not approved, not approved, not approved. Limit is reached. How do you... Oops, I don't want to turn it off. How exactly do you turn it... Make it bigger? Pathway, it's free apparently. Do you know what I mean? I don't quite understand how you make that any bigger than it already is. So if you know, you let me know. But I can't see why that would be stopped, you know, where it is there. It seems a bit strange. We have got a huge amount of traffic problems here in New Seattle though. Let's upgrade some roads, I think. I think that's what we'll have to do, is start looking at doing some of that and upgrading some of our roads around here. Our trash seems to be okay there. That seems to be working fine. Recycling's working fine. Look at these intersections. Look at them. We really are going to need to do something with that. Okay, let's upgrade some of these roads to start with, and then we'll look at moving out, because the next thing I want to look at doing, medium, high, medium, high, medium, high, medium, high. Just going around, making sure that all of these are high. See, these are already done. These were already done. Obviously I did those before, but these ones clearly not available. Available. Shouldn't need to upgrade all of these. That's fine. Good. So the majority of those are done. Might have to look at doing something like through here. Yep, straight away you can see them beginning to build up. So that's already been done as a medium and high. Yeah. And that's now a medium to high way down here as well. This one needs as well. It's got, you can see where the red is. That's what I'm sort of looking at. But maybe in order to turn this into a real sort of metropolis type thing, we're going to have to go. I was wondering whether I was going to keep it at just having some of them outside, you know, a medium. But I think the main thing for us is to get these in. And there we go, you can already see lots of building going on in the middle there. That will raise it up. Let's do these ones as well. Wow. Lots of building work going on. Some of these little teeny tiny roads as well. And that's already... Is that a low density street down here, is it? Really? Oh, hold on. Yeah, I was going to say I didn't believe that for a second. Well, we've now upgraded all the way through. I can't see anything which doesn't look like it's been or needs an upgrade. So the whole of this side is about to hopefully explode with some development. The trouble is you can't tell the difference when it gets to the futuristic roads. There Okay, might as well upgrade that while we're doing it. Helps get those trucks in and out quicker. So, all of that side has now been increased. That's going to hopefully put a lot more people in the city, at least. Let's turn that off now. Let's have a look at our... See, that's maxed. That's actually maxed. Research upgrade still only at 14%, but that's maxed. Let's just have a quick look at our control net. Easiest way I've found to have a look at control net is here. Look, we've only got 317 capacity. That's all we've got. So we might have to look at building another control net facility down here somewhere, just to get the boosting up. Why are you? What's opened? Stadiums. Okay, well I can't do a lot about that. Stadiums, attractions, or worship. We've got 3 out of 4 houses of worship. We could put another one in, I suppose. See, that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it, as one of our feature buildings. Quite sure where I'd put it actually though, because I think this also acts a little bit as a commercial zone as well, because it's a bit of a whopper. I mean, that would be pretty cool in one of these areas, but you can tell straight away that we'd be losing, you know, a considerable amount of... What about sort of... I don't know what that builds there, but that's pretty... That looks pretty cool, though. I look at it and I think that's going to destroy absolutely everything in its path. But I think it looks amazing. So it's going to go in. There we go. We've now got the Empire State Building in New Seattle as well. Another huge high-rise looking out. Getting quite a few tourists actually coming in. Not sure whether these are actually making us any money. It is! Look at the profit it makes. Today, yesterday it made 14,000 a day. That's profit. That's actual profit. You, though, are in land value up, profit today, nothing yet. Empire State Building. I mean, that's going to be... Hopefully that's going to add just a little bit of something. And the skyline. I love the skyline when it's like that. Beautiful. Well, we're adding bits in. We're doing stuff. We're doing work. What do you want? Little old station isn't cutting it. Yeah, I know. No thanks. We might do that. We could expand a little bit of that. We could expand a little bit of this, I think. It's only got 2 police cars. Let's upgrade. Upgrade. Let's put on the car lots. 2, 3, 4. And then let's put on 1, 2, 3. Well, you can't go on top there, can you? 4. Jail's top floor. Can I get rid of that one? And then... Can I then put one in the middle? Apparently not, but I can put one on the end. So this is sort of like our maximum security prison area, apparently. Let's stick a sign outside, because I think it's important that people know the police are there. And a flag. Americans love their flags outside of buildings like this, so let's do that too. Well, there we go. It's got everything it could possibly have. It is as ready as it's ever going to be. So there we go. That's increased hopefully the security in the area. We haven't done much with this fire station, I don't think. Let's have a look at this one as well. Let's stick a sign outside it if we can somewhere. I don't think we can actually. I don't think it's got any room for expansion apart from across the road. So that's sort of stuck where it is, but we'll leave that there it is, and then it's only got to sort of be in the right area. These are all still making good stuff. What's our profit like? 3 million electronics. We get about 700,000 a day, which isn't really enough. And maybe we should look at increasing that at some point. But we are making a goodly amount of money. Look at the Empire State Building at night. I need to get a good thumbnail really for this. Somehow today I need to be able to get a really good cityscape thumbnail. I did a nighttime one last time, so I don't want another nighttime one. But doesn't that look amazing? I do like SimCity. It looks pretty. It's nowhere near as comprehensive as City Skyline. I mean, you can really tell the difference between these two games when you play them sort of back to back in this sort of way. Trading report: 1.74 adjusted revenue last month, which is fantastic, but not enough. Let's have a look and see what we've got abandoned building wise and all this malarkey. Rubble. Abandoned building. Good, there's no more. Clean that up. Yeah, that's cool. Did you have a... You wanted to do something about trade, did you? Police global market exports? No thanks. We are already importing and exporting as much as we can, I think, to maintain this. We could go further, I suppose. Manage global. Yeah, we're importing everything we need, plus we're using the stuff that we're getting from the recycling centre as well, so I haven't got a problem with that. We are running a bit short on the old land. They want more land, so they want more density, which maybe we can look at giving them. Over on this side, though, obviously. But we also need some more industrial, which is going to be a problem. What worries me more, though, will be our sewage and, we're keeping the utilities on. See, water. Even water's a problem, even though this really should be belting it out. Let's look at control net then and see if we can't increase that a wee bit further. Control net facility. Where have we got them? We've got one over there. Obviously, we've got the main one. One over there. What if we should put one over here somewhere? Maybe I should put one in the centre. In the midst of all these peeps. Yeah, I don't want to put one there. It's people that fuel these, so wherever I put it, has got to have people. There we go. Let's see if that increases the control net. We need more for sewage. That's what we're getting at. What do you want? Tea time. No, I'm not building a giant clock. He wants to live in an arcology. That isn't going to happen. So, with a bit of luck, by putting that one in here, I hope to see that go green again. Because if it does, then it puts us in a position where we can expand. Control it. That's still hiring. Okay, so we'll wait for that to do its thing. But it's certainly coming along. Research 24% for level 3. We'll keep that going. I'm just confused with you. You confuse me. Progress. I just don't know how I get more people in that classroom. Students in class. And it doesn't give me anywhere where I can, increase or do anything to increase them. I've obviously put all the necessary buildings on the outside. I've got the, the people where people can stay. What I do not have is any way of being able to... What do you say? So many ways to expand. Take a look at them. Well, okay, but you won't show me any of these don't do anything. So that's no good to me at all. It's not helping. Not helping at all. I could... So you can't even run that along there because there's a building in the way, even though, if you ask me, that should snap on there without any problem, but apparently not. I think that's rubbish, but apparently not. Apparently not. Okay, well that's annoying. Sewage is a problem, I know. One pipe isn't cutting it, I know. We need to expand this. Let me look at control net again and see where we are. 3,000, so we could look at upgrading, and I think we will, to try and handle a little bit more of the sewage. And we can do that by putting one there. I'll let that come online before I do the next one, just to give me an understanding of whether or not that's going to work. Come on. Get your control net signal. Get it? Get it. It's trying to connect. It does take a little while sometimes to connect on. It's making loads of water as well, though. if it just connects. That might take a while. It looks like it's trying to get signal. Let's come to... Well, there's plenty of control now. There we go. Beep. Wonderful. And if we come to here now, that's helped a little bit. Take some of the strain off. Let's just have a look at sewage in this section. Yeah, so that's dealing with that. Lots of sewage to come down here. And the sewage is going up the top there, obviously, as well. We could put in another plant, but again, we simply don't have the control net. But we do have the facilities, and it's not red down here. So maybe that's okay. I suppose the next thing to do again is to look at how we might upgrade these roads in the middle here. Perhaps that's what we do again. Get ready for the upgradey bits. Medium high. Medium high. Medium high. All the way down. That's already medium high, so that's fine. Medium high. Just expanding it all the way down here. I'm just wondering what this is going to do to... I mean, obviously the buildings are upgrading, which is good. But what will that mean in terms of power and in terms of all the utilities? Because we could have brownouts so quickly. We'll do this at a block at a time. We don't need to go mega rush. You can see that they're already itching to upgrade, which is good. Okay, so they're done. Still 94,000, of course, but that's fine. We can see the upgrading going on. This side is sort of getting its act together. Taking its time. Reynolds Apartments. Density still working through the density, only medium land value. Probably because it's quite close to all the recycling stuff and centres. But of course we could try and look at increasing those. So that's making 7,000 today. That's going to help a little bit. And the taxes obviously will help everybody concerned. 29% research for level 3. I'm hoping that will increase the amount of control net we have. The constant rush for control net seems to be my new life. 2,400. 5,000 apparently. Dubious. Whether that will hold. But we can put in another. I think that means we can put in another, so we will. 5. I think I should be able to put in 2. Let's see. Again, they will try and receive signal. See, now that's gone down again. Oh, they've come online. Okay, fair enough. So, again, we've increased the flow. Should be able to handle all of that new sewage. No ground pollution, which is the important thing. Doesn't smell or do anything like that, so that looks like it's working. And actually, if we come back to the city and now look at sewage and water... Water... Oh, it's tottering on the edge, isn't it? It's sort of tottering on the edge. We obviously use a lot of water. I was hoping that these were going to be producing a lot of water. Because for every 100 they put in, they pump out water as well. And they are, but they're not. See, 116. I mean, we're producing... Yeah. Perhaps we need to put in a water plant. But the thing is, again, if you put in a water plant, you've got to have control net. So if I was to put in... Well, that's an ordinary pumping station, though. That would be okay. I mean, that would be pretty good. It's an ordinary pumping station that we could put in somewhere. I suppose up here is as good a place as any. We might as well, just to start off with. It gives us plenty of supply of water, and we can always upgrade that to... I think there's a new water one that we can pick, which we have to research at the academy. But again, with control net as it is, you just got to be watchful of that. Money's still creeping up, so we haven't lost any money as a result. Right, should we get a good thumbnail in here somehow? I'd really like a good thumbnail of the Empire. I mean, look at these buildings. These are pretty good buildings. It's like the sort of financial capital of the world. Let's try and find a really good... where we can capture all of them at once. Of the hotel in the background with the sign. Time out a little bit. There we go. Something like that. It looks like very City of London-ish. Although, obviously, with the Empire State Building, which makes it look nothing like London. Take a picture. Awesome. Well, we're making good money anyway from that, and our trade is what's keeping us afloat. Yeah, that's making good money, but we might have to increase the land value. I might do that. I wish I could. Have I got a good park? Have I got something good that I can put in? Because I should have now the best parks possible. Sim Launch Park. Just to look at increasing out the land values around here. Just pushing up the land values. If we can put them in a place which makes sense. See, that's not a great space though, is it? Looking for something that has a bit more size to it, maybe. Plaza. That's pretty big. Just the one building goes there. Let's do that. Put up that land value a bit more. Wow, is that empty, that building? Abandoned. Good gracious. High taxes. Are you mad? Down you go. One of my biggest... I'm glad I got a picture of it when I did. Now it's gone. Good gracious me. Well, that will help with land value, I think. I'll push it along a little bit. I mean, if we look at land value now, I'm hoping to see that's changed a smidge. Good. I mean, we're coming pretty much to the bit where I'm not really sure what else I'm going to do with New Seattle in itself, apart from try and expand out and to get the control net as maximum as it can be. But then, and then what? Well, the next thing for me really is to look at moving. Oh God, they've got plants on top. I never knew that. They've got trees on top. Look at them, incredible. Is to look at moving from here to a new city in the same region, but maybe specialising in particular areas. So maybe specialising in tourism or specialising in industry. Because we have got the Norwich Hills area, which apparently has got quite a lot of resources. Because down there would be our touristy place, and then somewhere, I think over there, would be Norwich Hills, which is where the all the heavy pollution and industry could be. But in terms of this place, it seems to be doing pretty well. Well, we've got more teachers. We're almost there, so we are increasing it. We just need to increase population. I think is the only thing we can do. Is just to keep increasing population. But then looking at things like power, oh my good gracious, that's an enormous amount of power excess. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? How many power stations have I got running over here? That's the trade port. Is that the only power station I have running? Is this one now? My whole city is powered from one place? Oh no, what's that? No, that's water. Well, I go to the foot of my stairs. Because apparently everything's being powered from one solar plant farm over here with a control net booster. Wow, that's efficient. I like this. I like this a lot. We've got the fusion power plants, which again takes an awful lot of control net. Wave or fusion. Look at that. Good heavens. Well, we just shouldn't have to worry about power for anyone anytime soon. Water, better now that we've put that in. Sewage, better now that we've got enough to deal with all the sewage and we're not creating any land pollution at all. So for our utilities, I'm really pleased. Town hall's on its route, on its way. That's all good. So really the only thing we can look at doing is increasing still the population areas, and I think we do that just by upgrading the roads. So I think that's what we're going to do. Let's do a bit more. I wish there was an easy way to sort of control and just do them all at once. $2 million. Still haven't made the 3 million yet. We're going to have to keep working on that. Might have to expand our empire again yet further. Got to keep an eye out for where we've not expanded it, otherwise we'll end up at a problem. Because I'm thinking I'd quite like to either get the crime one or the surgical school. But if we want the space works, we've got to have one of engineering, haven't we? Oh, do you remember the old cul-de-sac that we made all the way over here all that time ago? Good gracious. Still here. Just upgrade these. We're making really good money. Now, if I start a new one, I don't know whether I take this money with me or whether we just start again with 50,000 and have to try and make ends meet, because personally I'd quite like to be able to take all my money with me for obvious reasons. There we go. There we go. Just upgrade all of them. Put the maximum number of people in New Seattle as we can, and then we just have to figure out what we're going to do. Because if we do, I think we can start next time. Let me know if you want me to do the tourism one first, or whether you want me to do the all one. If nobody says anything, I'll pick one at random and off we just go. I have no problem doing that. I think we've just upgraded everything. I can't see anything which hasn't been upgraded. So with a bit of luck, that will encourage a few peoples into doing the necessary upgrades. I might stick a park out up here. There's no hospital coverage up here. We could put another hospital over here somewhere, because we haven't got hospital on this side of town at all. Obviously we've got the control net building, which will be in our way there. But I like the idea of putting another hospital in. What can we upgrade with you? We're not going to have all the necessaries on. Let's put on our ambulances at least to start with. What's that? That's the Merry Drone. I don't know what that is. Wellness Centre. Patient's room. Oh, you can put it on the roof. Emergency centre. Yeah, let's destroy that building as well. We'll put an emergency centre down here as well. Why not? Wellness centre. Diagnostics lab, which we could stick behind here or on top. Yeah, might as well. Might as well. What's that? That's the surgical centre, which we can't do anything with. A wellness centre to send out the necessary trucks. Bigger patients ward on top there. Patients ward on top there. Another one on top there. Are there any more spots that we can put that on which doesn't make these two go any higher? There we go, might as well. Look, a block of fats, but never mind. Wellness centre. Big old sign for this down here somewhere outside. Another hospital. This is main hospital. It's not the main hospital really. Stick another wellness centre on. I don't know whether we need two. Let's just have one for now. There we go. So we've now got 2 hospitals in town, which should hopefully help the sickness. We've still got our big clinic over here. Like, we could probably get rid of the clinic now. The old beginning of the days clinic. Let's have a little look at it. How's it dealing? Yeah. And we could probably turn that now into really useful Greenland, couldn't we? Did you want an airport? There may be demand for an airport, mate, but no space at the moment for one. We'll probably build the airport in the touristy town. I'm going to destroy, I think, this clinic. The original health centre from all those times agone is now no more. And now, what we could put in there instead, I think, is a park. Because parks are good. Something which doesn't necessarily destroy every building on the land. Something like that. And let's just put in like that. Good. That will help. So, we've rebuilt another hospital on this side of town. all of these guys, what they don't have really was, what did they not have? Was it fire coverage over here? Yeah, you see. I'm with you. I feel your pain. I'm just going to put that in up this end. We don't think we need many more than that, and I don't think we can actually put in, whoops, much anyway. We can make things quicker. Put the sign out somewhere. We can't even do that. Let's do that. There we go. So that will help them hopefully expand up now that they've got a bit of fire coverage. As far as their police coverage is concerned, there is not enough police. And I think that's one of the things which we're being told over and over again over here, is that there's just not enough police coverage over this side of the town. And it's sort of finding a place to put that which isn't going to destroy. What have we got down here? Just buildings? Just let's park there. There we go. That'll help. That'll help. Can I upgrade anything new? Stick up one of these on. Patrol car lots. Wow, you get lots of patrol cars for here. Put all of these in. Excellent. Put up the badge at the front. And we get jail cells. These are ordinary jail cells, I think. A roof one that we can put on. Why not? Crime Prevention Centre. Doesn't really snap anywhere that I can see. That's outside the city limits, so it's not going to fit there. Obviously we can put another set of jail cells on the roof here if we wanted to. I'm not going to do that for now. I think that's enough. But again, that's just going to help with the whole patrol. More cost, of course, but we're making enough money that that shouldn't be a problem. 101,000 now. Let's have a little look here. Still just so not enough students in this city, and I don't really understand why. Maybe when we build the next city outside, they'll come in and help with that, maybe. 50% researched over there. So we've upgraded our streets in this episode. We've built more control net. We've expanded. I wonder if I can get a bay shot. Looking across the bay into the mountain sort of look. Let's get rid of that. There we go. That looks pretty cool as a city goes. It's very square for a city, but that's what happens when you're restricted by not being, like, unlike, of course, City Skyline. That's a good look. Thank you. Excellent. So next time when we come back, I think we're going to get ourselves into... Oh, look at you. Are you going to be a nice brand new building? 78%. You're looking pretty sexy and pretty smart. Sadly, my conical building has vanished there. It used to be there. It's gone now. What's wrong? Taxes are killing business. Well, actually, let's lower our taxing. Let's lower our taxes. Let's go down. Commercial, industrial, residential. Down to... I'm going to put everything to 9 because we're making enough trade profit to not need quite so much taxation, are we? I mean, admittedly, we can't not trade, and if we stop trading or anything breaks for any reason, this whole city will go bankrupt in a matter of minutes. But I think we're making enough, and that might just boost all of our demands a little bit. That says it's not working. Well, hopefully that will change. Hopefully that will change because we've just changed all of that. You're making profit anyway. Taxes, they've all had a tax break. Okay, well I think that'll do for today. So New Seattle is now reaching really the end of its active playing game. I think we move on to the next one. Let me know which one, if you have a preference over which one you'd like me to do, whether you want me to look at doing the ore one or whether you want me to look at doing the touristy one. You give me a... Oh, wow, sexy building. Nice. You let me know which one you want me to do. And if nobody says anything, I'll pick one at random, and then that's what we'll do next time. We'll begin the new one. I'd love to know whether we're going to take this money with us, though. That's what I want to know. Look at that. We got backup. We got issues. There's no issue there. What are you talking about? Apparently there's no control net over here. Even though there was control net earlier. I don't know. I'll have to have a look at that. I'll do it off camera. Until next time when we play some more SimCity, you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.